Action.
Dude.
All right.
We're back.
We're back.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
it's
been
good
a
to be
while.
back
Here we are.
for another episode of the show. And I don't know which one, but we shot a lot of them.
Yep.
And
As always,
yeah,
Gunny Mathison,
Gunny Mathison,
grow the show.
Joe Schmidt. And
Our special guest.
we don't have a special guest tonight because
Empty my
we're trying some new equipment. And we didn't want to invite a special guest all the way down here and
On
screw
a
it
test
up.
run.
Yeah.
Have a mess up or something.
Yeah. So we have nothing to talk about, but I bet we'll fill in the space.
Yeah, we got a lot of time.
Well, you got rear-ended on the way here. I
No,
mean, you
I
rear-ended
did the
somebody.
rear-ending.
Yeah.
You-
And not
Like
in
the other way around.
Yeah, not in a good way.
No.
Just a
Yeah,
regular.
like in the I was in the back.
That's how it usually works.
The geometry of it, I guess I was the person in the back.
But when we called you, you were like just getting off a horse. Did you forget about tonight or?
No, I just didn't know what time we were really shooting, and I was just lost. I was just lost in work, baby. I was just loving work today.
And then just rushing to get here and
Then rushing to get here as soon as she called me up.
slammed into somebody.
Slammed in a little old lady. You rear-ended a little old lady.
I don't know if she was old, but it was a little lady, yeah.
Oh,
She was very nice.
I like my story better.
Well, I mean, your story does sound better because you want that little old lady people to feel sympathy for her, but she's fine.
So have we shot a show since we've been on vacation?
We have not shot a show since. Yeah,
When did we
Brian
do
Bell.
Brian.
Oh, that was after vacation?
Was it?
I can't remember.
Can't remember.
Well, not after your vacation.
No, I just got back from my vacation.
We did
After
not.
having vacation
Maybe
with
we
you
shot
guys.
Brian Bell before vacation.
I think we did.
Yeah, we went on vacation.
And we went to Puerto Rico. It was nice.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Played golf 5 days in a row with no back pain.
Yeah, that's
Dr.
right.
J's regenerative medicine.
Dr. J. Not
Yep.
ways to well.
Yeah, he's fixed me.
Yeah, it was nice. And then we went on vacation. So I don't have to ask you how your vacation was because we all went together.
Right.
But then you went on another 3 week.
He went on
3
vacation.
week. 2 week vacation after
Yeah.
we came
Well,
home.
that's
one
great.
week, 1 week with us, and then a week without, 2 weeks without us.
Yeah, but we
To
were
Hawaii.
visiting. We were visiting family in Hawaii.
Oh yeah.
You
we were
missed us
visiting
though,
family.
didn't you?
Yeah, we actually did.
Yeah.
It would have been a lot funner with you guys.
Of course it would.
No, it would have been.
Everything's funner with us.
We drove
Without
by
a
the
doubt.
house that you guys rented in Kona that 1 year.
Really?
Yeah.
How much is it for rent now?
I don't know. It's one with the green gates.
Yeah. Turtle House.
Yep.
Yeah. It's really very nice.
Super nice. We had good weather.
We should
good
go back.
snorkeling. But yeah, we missed you guys. Really did.
We should go back.
Missed the feel.
Nobody started the timer.
It's good to be missed.
No, it was good vacation. Good to be back.
Yeah, lots happened since we haven't been shooting shows. We met a new friend named Ernie Tannehill. He bought us some Bacardi.
Yep.
Well, I'm drinking it. I don't know.
Of
Joe's
course.
drinking water.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
no water.
just straight water.
He's a friend of the show.
Friend of the show, and we got a lot of friends of the show. Really, you know what? I've really noticed over the last couple of months how many friends of the show we have. When we haven't been shooting, we've been catching a little bit of grief.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody keeps asking when we're going to keep shooting.
Yeah. So here we are.
Shoot again.
And
What do we got to talk about in the horse world?
Well,
In the
I
reining
think
horse world.
First off, when you had hair, how many times did Monica comb your hair for you?
Let's take this step back. Since I've known Monica, I have not had hair.
Oh,
Thank you, Joe.
okay.
21 years old.
Yeah, because Mandy
Like this.
combs his hair.
What
And
about?
that blew me away.
Does she comb the burns too?
I got
It must. You have to get
Dude, those
those things.
those are not
chops.
burns anymore. Those are chops.
I mean, those are chops.
But I think we did. I think it's cool that you're growing out the old school Tom McCutcheon. You know, the golden locks. I've been telling you for years you need the golden locks.
But what can't you do? Like, isn't it?
It's
just
not the same. It's not the same. I can comb it, and it just doesn't look the same as when she combs it.
Oh, you're full of it now. Now you're full of it.
No.
You just like her combing your hair. It feels good.
Well, no, because he came out and he was like, "Well, can you do it?"
I didn't say it like
And then
that.
he put that hat on.
He's like, she goes, "You should comb your hair. You get, slick it back." And you go, "Can you do it?" I mean, it was.
I did not say it like
was.
that.
Like, he was all like tough, and then he was.
When did this happen for the
like,
show?
yeah, before you came.
But then you
when
put
you
this
were
hat
late.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I
but
can't-
it was, yeah, it was. she did her thing, it looked better than it.
Was it
would
wild
have
looking?
been.
Does it
Yeah,
look good?
Yeah, because
Do you want to give us a preview of what those goldenly locks look like?
No, I'm gonna get a haircut at some point.
Why? Tell them not to take anything
It's
off the
time.
back.
leave
Listen,
the chops. Though.
I'm telling you,
those are getting.
I'm
sweet.
telling
Really?
you,
Yeah.
friends of the
Yeah,
show.
dude.
Listen,
You like 'em?
Yeah,
no, the
no.
chops suck. But friends of the
that's
show
like
and people that
1970s.
wants the show, they want the long fucking hair back. I mean, the long hair back, not the long hair. They want the golden locks
party
back.
in the
Yeah,
back.
Yeah, they want more party in the back.
yeah, no, that's fair.
We want to think you're going fast again.
Yep, that's fair. That's fair. So let's move on.
Okay.
From that.
Your
And,
hair to my facial hair to
Yeah.
let's talk about horses.
yeah, it's kind of nice right now. It's 60 degrees during the day, and we got through our friggin' 9-degree
Week.
wintertime week.
Oh, see, and I was in Hawaii during that.
Yeah, and I was in Florida.
That's right. I
Yeah.
got a picture of you guys on some scooters. Or
Yeah,
something.
Yeah.
I was fixing waterers and watering horses by hand. And helping my neighbor water their horses too.
Hey,
You know,
I'm
'cause
glad
I'm
I-
a good friend.
I'm glad I taught you that skill.
People like me. I have
No,
people
that was-
skills.
That was pretty bad. It was cold as hell.
Yeah, it was real cold. But
Yeah, we're through that. Weather's
weather's
nice.
good now.
Riding horses.
now
Get
we're
'em
back
ready.
at it. You guys going to the qualifier?
I'm going just to hang out and have a good time.
You're
I'm
not going to show? Bring your golf clubs?
Bring the golf clubs, haul some horses for some friends,
Yeah,
make some money hauling.
yeah.
And when is that?
March?
Well,
March.
when's the American? Isn't it that?
March
the
8th is the American. So I think it's a couple weeks. I think it's more like the end of March. But yeah, I'm going. But I don't know. If I have a customer or two that want to go show, I might bring them, but I am personally not going to show. After showing 3 horses there last year, marking a 219, a 2-0 crap, and a 2-0 crap, I believe that stage belongs to somebody with more pony than I got.
It takes a lot of horsepower.
Yeah. You showing out there?
Yeah.
Who you showing? Do you know yet?
I'm going to show Super Mario.
All right. You were close last year.
Yep, real close. It was a point.
He was good.
Yeah, I was a point out last year. And
Point
then
or a half a point?
I can't remember. Let's go with half a point. I like that better.
Yeah. You were big. He was good.
And then
They were hard on you.
And then
But
I'm
is
gonna,
it better if it's a half a point or better if it's like 2 points?
It
and you
doesn't
totally
matter.
miss it?
No,
It
it's the
doesn't
same.
matter. You're just
I always feel better if it's like, I missed it by 2 points, right?
Yeah.
It was only half a point.
It
I
definitely
kicked the
feels.
dirt. I kicked the dirt through my bridle anyway.
Yeah, either way.
Yeah, either way.
Did you throw your bridle at anybody?
And then I'm gonna show what's his name? Postpone.
Post Malone.
Yeah, postpone.
Do you think they'll play some good music when you're showing him?
I don't know. I don't really hear the music when they're.
Oh.
But they got some options. Did you see Post Malone was playing at the American?
Yeah. Because Cade,
really?
Yeah.
Cade
cool.
offered me tickets to go since we had a horse that he won all that money on, to part of the money on to go. And I said, nah, I'm good. I'm going to be at a horse show or something. And then I saw Post Malone was going. And I'm like, yeah, hey, we'll go.
Yeah. Cade did that. He sent tickets to everybody that owned a horse that he won money on last year.
Yeah. It was very nice.
Yeah. So,
very
because
thoughtful.
you know what? And it came down to you needed every horse. Like it came down right to the end. I mean, it's kind of the. I'm kind of glad it worked out how it did. Nothing against. We all like Luca, but Luca went over to Italy to show 3 head
Because he was like 1,200 away or
less.
less.
Yeah, maybe 700.
Yeah.
And I think
And
he won
was gonna
500.
bump, and he was going to bump Jason,
Yes.
who was the number 1 rider as far as NRHA is concerned. But that money that he won at the Run for the Million didn't really count. So
Yeah.
Luca was going to bump Jason, or Jason was going to stay. And
Yeah.
turns out Jason stayed.
And I would say the majority of Luca's money was 1 and the 2 and the 3.
Yeah.
Levels 2 and 3. And obviously Jason is all 4. Jason was the NRHA leading money earner. So at the end of the day, we all like Luca, but at the end of the day,
He's a great kid.
I think it would have been a shame if our leading
Number
money
1.
earner doesn't end up showing at the American.
Yeah. And has a horse to win it.
Yeah.
I mean, that Best Shine horse was pretty incredible at the Run for the Million. So and has been incredible before and after. So
Yeah. No, and I feel like I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I feel like that American right now, and all the stuff, all the options right now that we have in the industry are, it's just crazy what's happening. There's the American, there's the million, there's the 100X, there's the millionaire, there's the invitational. There's so much great stuff going on that I think, I see on Facebook sometimes a lot of people that, have a problem with it costs too much to play now. That's what I hear a lot. It's outgrowing us. It's cost too much to play. I think that is, to me, that's the nature of the beast, whatever it is. I mean, we've grown so much over the last 30 years. Yes, if you are a middle class American, middle income American that wants to go play at the top level, I think you could do that 30 years ago. I think it's trickier to do it now, but I think you can still do it. I mean, Mandy's little horse last year ended up, I think, the 13th leading horse of all ages, all divisions. The 13th leading horse, and we gave $35,000 for him.
Yep.
Yeah, but what did everybody else give for him prior to that? What he started off as a $2,500 horse, right?
Went from $2,500 to $5,000 to $12,000 to. Yeah.
And he was a throwaway $2,500 horse, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So like you're saying, I mean, it's still possible.
Yeah, 100%. Because at the end of the day, I mean, that little horse, he showed that he could do the maneuvers, but at the end of the day, he walked in there and was a show horse. And I guess the point is, he didn't cost $200,000. Right. I mean, he won 100. We give $35,000 for him, and he won 100 and I don't know, 120,000 maybe 125,000. So I feel like the opportunities are still there. You just have to put on a little bit of miles and do a little bit of work.
Yeah, but I mean, not even taking it to a horse show sense. I think there's so many more opportunities for middle class people because you can buy a horse for a small amount of money, spend a year of training in it, and sell it for a large amount of money. Still, a large amount of money. Yeah. Our 2-year-old, mine and Alan's 2-year-old, brought $150,000 at the fraternity sale. He wasn't by all means a cheap yearling, but he was $35,000 or $36,000. I mean, I know it's not cheap, but what kind of yearly annual salary is all that profit that's in there? I mean, that's a lot. That's good money. And I don't know about you, but you've taught me a few lessons too with where to buy yearlings. My best 3-year-old this year was a $15,000 yearling. I have 2 or 3 other ones that are $12,000, $13,000 yearlings that are all going to make great show horses. So yeah, well, you don't have to break the bank if you are smart and you have good people around you that do an honest job and you make it work.
Well, Cade and I went through the numbers last year of all the yearling sales, and your odds are exactly the same at $15,000 and less as they are at $50,000 and more. I mean, they're exactly the same.
I believe it.
They don't know what they cost.
Yep.
We don't know, no matter how smart you think you are, you go look at them, you sit there in the sale, and at the end of the day, you don't know which ones are the good ones.
Yep.
And, there's such an exit strategy now. If you go in and buy that $12,000 or $15,000 yearling, you get them started, you ride them a little bit, they work and they go up in value, or they don't work and you get them trained. There's still opportunities to sell them for $20,000, $25,000, $30,000. You have the rope horse market. You have the ranch riding market. You have so many places to go.
I was just having lunch with Alan Chappell today. He just got home from the Triangle Horse Sale this weekend. They did $6 million in sales, and it's primarily reiners and cutters, and I guess barrel horses too, but $6 million in sales, and they averaged 86% on the sale. I mean, and 3-year-old, 4-year-olds that Jason Van Landingham trained, that
And they're like 50.
Pond Hill bring 45, 35, 45, 50,000. A couple barrel horses, cutters bring 60,000. And that's in a horse sale where we used to take 5, 10, 15,000
no doubt.
horses.
Yeah, that sales changed huge.
Yeah.
I mean,
Last few years.
they're just still so useful. So
Yeah.
and you say Facebook, you read stuff on Facebook. Well, I've read stuff on Facebook where they're complaining about the cost and how much it costs and is the horse market dying? Well, it's not. It didn't die last weekend.
No.
If you were in Oklahoma City, I mean, them horses sold great.
Yeah. No, it's not. It is not dying. And, I guess it just depends on what hat you're wearing. And I feel like I wear both hats because I'm breeding mares. I don't have another job. None of us do. This is all we do is try and make our money in the horse business. And I personally am thankful that, yes, it does cost more to do the embryo transfers or the ICSI or any of these things. Recip mare used to cost $2,000. Now they can cost $6,000. Mm-hmm. So all that stuff has gone up for sure. But if people quit doing it, it's going to go down. I mean, it's supply and demand like anything else. And I think that what makes that supply or that demand, what makes that demand is that those yearling sales are averaging 22,000, 24,000. And if it averages 24,000, you don't think yours is going to bring that. You think yours is going to bring 40 or 50,000. And it's nice to be able to have that opportunity. And that goes to me also, like when I look at programs like the 100X or like the Invitational, there's some negativity out there about those programs and how much it costs. And, we run a stallion station and I have my own stud. We own Super Mario and we manage, a lot of studs, but
it's hard to think about owning a new stud. It's hard to think about going there with all the costs. So I agree.
It's very hard, but I also enjoy on the other side being able to go win that much money.
Yes.
The chance.
Yeah. And I enjoy the ability to sell those 2-year-olds for 30,000 more or 50,000 more than what we could 5 years ago because we have those programs. So it's a little bit of a double-edged sword. A non-pro at that horse show this year, Danny Latimer won over $100,000 showing 2 horses. Yeah.
A non-pro did that. I mean, that's crazy, isn't it? It's unbelievable.
And then ended up like one of the leading riders, right? When she top 5 or top 10, something like that.
I think so. And I think Gina Schumacher won 300,000.
Yeah, something crazy.
Well, I was just talking about that the one horse show. That's all I was talking about. Was the one horse show. I mean, Andrea Fapani won $300,000 at the one horse show.
Yeah. And and I see, I get what people are saying because if you have a stud that's breeding 25 mares, 30 mares, might be a very nice horse.
Great horse.
Yeah, might be a very special horse.
But you're not paying it in all those programs and making money.
You can't do it.
Yeah.
At $40,000 for you got him in the Invitational and the 100X, it's $40,000 right off the top. But then you got him in the NRBC, and that's another $3,000. That's $43,000, and the miscellaneous other stuff, and you got to pay your social media person, and at the end of the day, you got $60,000-$70,000 in that stud before you make the first dollar.
At least.
At least.
Well, and in a nutshell, our business has been doing this forever because NRHA has a Siren Dam. The NRBC's been around forever. Gordyville Breeders' Cup was around forever. Denver Summer Slide. But they were all just donating a stud fee to raise the money.
Yeah.
Well, now they just made it 10 stud fees, basically, that you have to give.
Yeah. And you're honestly a little bit held hostage if you have one of those studs.
Yep.
Because you kind of got to put them in the program. If you want to, if you want to play that game and you want people to breed to your horse, you kind of got to put them in that program. And, for us, I appreciate the fact that we have that ability. We could say no. I mean, we could decide not to put them in the program. And I feel like it would definitely cost us breedings. But for us personally, I appreciate the opportunity to have those programs there. I get what everybody says because I have stud owners that are in the same position. Wait a minute, our studs don't breed enough mares to make this work, and it's tricky. I mean, you can love what it's made all our babies worth, but then on the other side, if you're a stud owner that owns one stud, works for me because I own a stud, I own the mares, I raise the babies. Everything's worth more money. We show at the horse show, I show, Mandy shows, Cade shows. Everybody's showing. I mean, it works great for us because we get to dip into a little part of every bit of it.
Yeah.
But for somebody that owns a stud only and doesn't own any brood mares and lives in town, and it's
and I mean,
tough.
To me, the hardest part about it too, though, is it almost one of the biggest negatives I see is it almost de-incentivizes the next stud owner. So, if my 3-year-old stud last year that Cade showed doesn't trip and stumble and he ends up 4th or 5th or winning the futurity or whatever, man, we got a huge decision to make. And we're not making that decision. We can't do it. We can't start off and say, hey, we're going to write a check for $40,000. Please breed to my horse.
You're all in, or you're all in, or you're not.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah. That's a tough decision.
Yeah.
But it is awesome what the industry's doing, and it's awesome what the 100X is doing for our industry and the Invitational because people are excited about it. It was an exciting horse show. It was another major event. Yeah. It was incredible atmosphere.
Yeah, fun show. Well put together.
They're doing it awesome. Yeah. This year they're doing it in Fort Worth, which I love because that pen in Fort Worth is so historic and awesome to show in. We show in it at the Paint World, and I have a blast showing in there. Somebody might say it's small, but I don't think so. I think it's a great size to show a reining horse in. So
yeah, I don't love it as much, but
I do.
Is, and I don't love the warm up.
The warm up's jacked, right?
It's got a small little warm up pen, but man, you're talking about warm up. You're talking to a guy that
practice.
You're talking about
practice.
You're talking about. I hauled my horse
the night before.
No.
No shoes. I didn't have my boots. Only one spur, and I won.
I left at 3 a.m. I showed up in Fort Worth at 5 a.m.
One to the right. Drug a lead outside. Still won.
I trotted him around, petted him. 222.
Yeah.
Won me a bronze trophy.
I like that arena.
I like that arena. The year before that, when I won the challenge, Allison Chappell got my horse ready for her. She owned it. She was out there loping it, trotting it. I said, don't you worry. The talent will be there. And
bam.
Give me them trophies.
Done.
Just give me the trophy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about practice?
Dude, what are we talking about? Practice?
Well, speaking of that, horse shows now, there's too much freaking practice going on at horse shows. I hate it.
No, wait a minute. When a couple of years ago at the NRBC, when we shut the arena down at night, you weren't so much in agreements with me.
Correct, but I also wanted you to kill all the paid warm-ups. I wanted them gone.
Yeah. That's happening this year.
You're taking away all the paid warm-ups?
Out of the main arena.
Yeah. Well, didn't we do that at Southwest? We didn't have any paid warm-ups there, right? And it worked.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, the NRBC. So the NRBC this year has all the non-pro stuff goes the first week.
Okay.
No paid warm-ups in the main arena. There will be plenty of paid warm-ups in the other arenas. But the main arena will be open. Non-pro goes the first week. Then a couple of days off. And then rolls into the open. And then, so the open's over on Wednesday. Thursday, Friday off. And then open finals on Saturday.
Dude, I love that because our horses are good enough now. They can go to that horse show ready. And there's so much time there to get them ready. A paid warm-up really just keeps us all keeps us up late at night. I mean, that's all they do.
Yeah. And if it's available, you feel like you have to do it.
Yeah. Because everybody else is doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You feel like, if I don't do it, you know,
think
if I
it's
don't
awesome.
do it, it's going to be.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm willing to bet that since you're doing that, if the people that really want to complain about it want to get their paid warm up in, they can show up in that pen at 1 o'clock and get pretty close to a paid warm up.
Yeah. And honestly, nobody's complained about it.
Okay.
Not a single person's complained about it. You know, the only.
Give it time. Give it time.
Yeah,
Some keyboard warriors are out there.
After this
Promise
show, you can complain all you want.
Somebody will. My only concern is I feel like we may lose some people if the non-pro goes the first week. I think we might lose some people that go home and aren't there for the finals. But
Why did you decide to do that? Because they're professional people and need to get back to their jobs, or
I think there was a lot of factors in that decision, and one of them being that trying to make it easier for the horse trainers, trying to make it easier for the schooling sessions, trying to make it, I know there's a lot of horse trainers, us included, that take a lot of non-pros. It would be great to have the non-pro over, and then you can start getting your open horses ready. Yeah. And that's all you have to do. And then you are schooling at night, with other. It's not a mash of everybody trying to get schooled at night.
Well, that's the beauty of the NRBC too, is you guys will try it out, and then we'll, if we hate it, if it's crickets during the finals because everybody went home, then y'all change it.
Yeah, and I honestly don't think it will be, because one, it's not a 10,000 seat stadium.
Yeah,
it's not a super big venue, and I feel like there's going to be enough people there with all the leveled finalists and all the, and we draw, it's just the NRBC over the years has drawn more and more people every year to that finals. I think the only concern we have at all, and this is not something we talked about as a an ownership group, but in my mind, the only concern at all is there's the American, there's the Million, there's the NRBC, there's the 100X, there's a lot of competition for that viewership, for the on-site viewership. The people that actually want to drive to the horse show. The good news is NRBC to me comes in with, it's got a lot of prestige. It's always one of the best shows of the year, and we are, 5 hours from here, and it's not a hard drive. So I think we're going to, I don't think it's going to affect us much, but that's the only thing that I've heard at all is, some of the non-pros like showing on Friday night and then being able to be there Saturday
for the finals. Right.
But I can also tell you that I've seen a lot of non-pros show Friday night and they're packing their trailer. So I don't know how much of a difference it's going to make, but I think it's going to be fun to see how it works. It's going to be fun to see how it works. And
what do you think of my facial hair?
I thought it looks good, dude.
I mean, not to change the
like
subject.
you said, no, good time of year.
Well, it's a little gray.
Oh, dude, I'm getting old.
Yeah, but that's okay. You got to switch to the, you just look wise.
Yeah, 41. I'm going to be 42 in, a month and a half.
I'm going to be 50 in May.
50.
Prime time.
Prime time.
Is prime time 50?
Yeah.
Really?
Shit, yeah.
I thought it was 55.
Like prime time champ lately.
He's always excited when he
I was dominating that so much until Sean turned 50.
Yeah.
Some bitch.
Well, he actually shows up and shows in the finals, too, when he just makes those.
Yeah, you
kind of bail on him.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
if I just make the primetime finals, I'm out.
Show.
No, I'm out. And I know that's kind of shitty to do, but most of the prime times are like $1,000 added. Or
Yeah, there's not a whole lot to win, right?
No.
No. See, what's the deal with that? Why don't they
start
up in that?
Yeah, like 100. Speaking of that, did you guys see there's $100,000 added sliding contest?
I did see that.
What?
Matt Mills told me that.
Yeah, $100,000
at the 100X sliding contest.
100,000?
Yeah.
150?
150?
150? I saw advertised
for
100.
A sliding contest?
Yeah.
Like I saw 100 for the open and 50 for the non-pro. Is that what you saw, or am I wrong?
The decision after was to
Only open 150. Any idiot, any moron, like Tom would call me, can get on their horse and any horse can come dominate
Wait a
that
minute.
thing.
It's not based on the slide tracks.
What's it?
Is what I heard. They're going to score it from 1 to 10, and there'll be like 5 different components that go into that scoring.
Oh, I don't like that, dude.
No,
I don't like that. 100X, if you're listening, it needs to be a contents of length and size only. We want to measure. Dude, I'm just telling you.
It's not always how far you slide.
Yes, it is. It should only be about it. Yes, it's got to be fun.
No, because if they run down there and they flip their head straight up in the air.
That's what we want to see, Joe. We want to see people a pulling and a kicking, a whipping and a spurring.
No, we don't want to promote that.
Dude, I'm out then. I'm out. No. Hey, give the trophy. Give the
That's
trophy.
a lot of money.
Hey,
for a
I'll tell you
slide
what.
That's a lot of money.
You know what? Why don't we just stop this right now? Give the trophy to Casey Deary and Downright Amazing. It's over. If it's scored and there's points, mark my words. Prediction right now. Casey Deary, Downright Amazing. All he has to do is enter.
That may not be wrong.
Come out for that. Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah. I'd go get Sean online if he wasn't in Brazil. He could slide 70 feet if you could make him run fast enough.
Yeah, and in that scenario, you probably could. Probably could. It could be like you back up to the fence, and it's how they rate, like a rope horse in the box, how they stand there before you go if they're jigging and jagging. And
if Mike Florida had a pick, he'd get Wizard Jack or Chameo Melody could run and stop forever. I mean,
cool.
Yeah, but how about that? That's a lot of money.
That's
Heck
awesome.
yeah, it is. That's great.
Awesome. Dude, if you do it, you got to slap your thigh and point to the sky like a Charo guy mid-slide.
Did you see me do that?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You're good at it.
Oh, yeah.
And if there's style points involved, can't nobody tell me that ain't stylish.
No, that's stylish.
Yeah. See, that's what you need to grow the mullet out for.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
Like, should you wear a costume? Like, is it that kind of judged? Like, is it costume judged?
Oh, that would be amazing.
maybe that'd be the best. Dude, you have to wear a costume.
You have to wear a costume.
Yes.
Dude, if you had one of those Three Amigos Charo suits on with the black with the lace everywhere, big old hat.
That'd be sweet.
Huh?
Yep. That's what they need to do.
Yeah.
Costume.
That is so awesome that a horse show is doing that, though. I don't know whose idea
it's
it
gonna
was.
be fun as hell.
But it's awesome.
It's going to be so fun.
Just
it's going to be fun.
the hell with it. We're going to have a sliding contest.
Yeah.
Well, how much you want? Down with it. It's 150,000 out of down with it. We're just
But you know what? If every horse show would do it, and not every horse show will, but if every horse show would do it, there'd be a lot of different horses being able to go to the horse show and have a lot more value.
Yeah.
I'd have never sold. Know that horse I sold to Trevor Brazil? He stepped out of leading the first go around of the fraternity. I made the semifinals, but like he'd have been the winner of the first go around of the fraternity.
Yeah, I remember him.
He stopped forever. I might call Trevor, get him back for a minute.
Hey, Trevor.
Yeah.
They said tie downs are okay, baby. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trevor might show him. Yeah. He might. Same thing.
No, I think Trevor bought him.
Yeah.
Or Miles. I don't know.
But I think that they would be like,
Yeah.
Hey, you know what else is happening? There's a claiming class at the NRBC.
That's a good idea. We talked about that.
$20,000 added, and it's a $40,000 claimer. So you put if you've got one, and the thing is,
I think it's awesome. I think it's awesome for just the reasons that I told you, because we are all busy at horse shows. And I don't know about you guys, but I am scared to death to approach Tom. And I just think if he had a horse showing in that class, it'd be easy to say, hey, Tom, I'd like to buy your horse. It brings so many people to the horse show, in my opinion, to buy a horse. It makes shopping and approaching somebody about shopping for their horse easy.
right?
The price is already set.
Yeah.
You either want the horse or you don't. I mean,
Yeah,
it's a no BS, fantastic way.
yeah.
So how's it work?
So
I cut him off from how it worked.
No, I wasn't going there, but so you enter your horse a couple days before. The class is on Thursday night. It's going to be a premier class. Thursday night, you enter your horse on Tuesday. They put up the draw, and the horse has to be claimed before the class. And
you can't claim it during the class, after the class?
Nope, the horse has to be claimed. It's running strictly off the same rules, 90% of the same rules as the thoroughbred industry.
I thought they could watch it run and then claim it.
Nope, you claim it before. Oh. And then, because a strategy there is maybe to take one that you want 50 or 60 for and hope nobody claims it and try and go win $10,000.
Yeah.
I mean, that's part of the strategy. And I feel like there's, at a show like the NRBC that sells 1,700 stalls, I know there's 20 horses there that you could buy for $40,000. So what a great class for those guys to go be able to show him.
Is it age restricted?
It's 4 and over, so it will be an aged event, and 4
and over, 4 to 15, 4 to 11, whatever. They don't have to be 4 to 7.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
And this is just a tiny bit premature, but I do believe it will be approved.
New category.
No, because it's an aged event.
Okay.
I do believe it will be approved under category something.
Okay.
I know what category I think it'll be approved in, but I'm not going to say it right now because then I could look stupid.
Gotcha.
And one thing we went over before, he's never wrong.
Yeah. So if you just don't say anything, you can't be wrong.
You're right.
So I'm excited about that class.
Yeah,
and
I'm excited about it too.
Maybe it works. Maybe it works. Maybe it doesn't. And what else are we doing at the NRBC?
I'm going to show nothing but $60,000 and $80,000 and $100,000 horses in that class. So if you want to buy them, it's a good deal.
I'm gonna tell you what else we're doing at the NRBC. A little breaking news here.
Right now, it's breaking news. Nobody's heard of this. I mean, except for the board.
I think it's gonna be okay. It's a little bit breaking news. I don't know. I think it's gonna happen.
You got to break the news now.
I'm 95% sure that this is gonna happen. So, in the non-pro, we're going to try it. Might do it through the whole show, but in the non-pro go-around, we are going to have television monitors on the back of each judge's chair on each side of the arena, and then one at the end gate. And so when they do their scores as a composite, not each individual judge, but if somebody marks a 219, it will flash on the monitor. So everybody in the arena will know what the score was. But the judges will not. In an effort to, and I know I've had this discussion with a lot of judges. Some are for it, some are against it. But I can tell you my own experience. I'm not a judge, but I'm judgy. And
yes,
I've walked into the arena, sat down at the table, marked the first 5 horses how I would mark them. And then start finding myself marking them in my head how they're going to mark them. So, I mean, in my mind, if we hire 5 judges, I want those judges to mark their scores.
Correct.
I don't want them to
mark each other's score, find each other.
I don't want them to think, oh, I'm too low, I got to get higher, and then until they try and find it. I just want them to mark it. Mark what you see.
So, I've been to the NRBC before, and I've stood when it was in Katy, I stood at the back gate, and we always watched it on the TV next to the bit judge. And on the bit judge's radio, it said Judge 1, 73, Judge 2, 74.
Yeah. Right.
The iPad.
How are you gonna?
The
iPad's going to communicate.
Yeah. There's a name for that. I don't know.
There's some system that communicates.
They have a. Do you know what the name of that is? The judges have a pad that they can just. They don't call it in. They just do it.
They just type it electronically. Don't write this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh. Well, that's interesting.
Cool. Yeah. And we're gonna try.
What was your feedback from talking to judges about it?
Depends.
Some mad, some okay, some not sure about it.
Yeah, got the whole spectrum. Yeah. Got the spectrum of, that's the dumbest idea I ever heard, because by God, I
done it
know,
before.
I know, I know what I'm going to mark my horses, and I don't care what anybody says. And okay, well, that's you, and that's why we hire you. But we don't want you to be the dominant judge, and then have everybody try to figure out what you're scoring everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not an untried method. They do it at the cutting fraternity. They do it in Fort Worth all the time. So it's been done before, and it's like a lot of the things we do at the NRBC. It's it's new, and
they're just going to do it for the non-pro go round.
it may go for the whole horse show,
Gotcha.
but it's going to start with the non-pro go round,
Gotcha.
and then we'll talk to competitors, we'll talk to judges, we'll talk to owners, we'll talk to everybody, and see how everybody feels about it.
Like if it happens in the open, do you think like you're going to see some fist bumps after the last stop and be like, yes, and then they walk out and look at the monitor like,
Oh,
Happens
Todd
already.
Summers,
Jason
stare back at him.
or Jason.
What?
Oh, mad.
What?
Give him a bad look.
We shouldn't pick on people.
I know Jason's going to be.
We should have a show
that's
of
okay.
just people that react to their score when they hate it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Jason,
just be Jason and
Todd
Todd.
Summers. I have seen Todd look at the deal and go,
Oh,
and
oh,
then
shucks.
look around for a minute like, how could you do this to me?
Jason. I like Jason.
Yeah,
Jason
Jason's
is a
awesome.
very good friend of mine, right?
Friend of the
Yes.
show.
Friend
friend
of the show.
friend of all of ours. Married
Yes.
you and Monica.
The one reaction that he
Yeah.
had this year was pretty funny.
Oh my
The
God.
one reaction was pretty funny. He was
Yeah.
hurt. And he ran. Oh,
Yeah.
Elizabeth. Oh, Elizabeth. The big one.
It was during the semifinals.
Sorry, Jason.
my
nobody
God.
nobody
Yeah, he had
escapes
a
our.
coronary.
Yeah.
Jesus.
He was hurt.
Yeah, he was gasping.
And then we're walking around. I still
Good
had one to
times.
show, and we're walking around outside, and he's telling somebody the story, and man, I couldn't believe it. I should have marked. I said, Jason, it wasn't very good.
yeah.
And then he
on.
says, well, what do you mean? And then I told him the things, and then he goes, well, yeah, I get that,
Yeah. But still.
but still, I'm Jason Van Lerner
That's
again.
right. JV.
Hey, JD,
Sorry, Jason.
hey,
Yeah.
he could have
We
been
love
here
Jason.
tonight to defend himself.
Yeah, but he's on
That's
he's
right.
on a
He's
plane to
flying
Germany or somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was going to be our guest tonight, but
Next week we'll pick on him about it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, well, it'll be more fun when he's here, even.
Hey, so what about Taylor Sheridan on Joe Rogan wearing a Tom McCutcheon shirt?
Oh, that was cool.
yeah.
What about that?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I mean, you know what a fan of Joe Rogan I am.
Yeah, for sure.
I watched the whole show just to see it bring it up, and it
I
never got
didn't
brought
see
up.
Never came up.
No, never
They
came
didn't really
up.
talk. He tried to talk about the 4.6s a couple times, but didn't really get to talk about horses or really anything.
Yeah, no, Joe just kind of steered that conversation a little away from that.
Yeah.
But no, he'll get on there again. Next time I bet he gets into it, because we all know for Taylor, the horses is a passion project.
Maybe
You
next
know.
time he'll wear a Schmidt Happens hat.
That'd be cool.
I doubt it.
Yeah, I don't think so. Because I don't think he has one. I could send him one though.
Yeah,
Next time on Joe Rogan, Schmidt
Yeah.
Happens.
That's right. Schmidt happens.
yeah.
TM.
That was pretty fun, and I'm not gonna lie. I googled what's the TM mean on Taylor
did too.
Sheridan.
I looked through the comments.
Nothing.
To see if
Nothing.
anybody said anything.
Nobody even freaking
Yeah.
knew.
No,
I
nobody
didn't-
noticed. It
I
at
didn't do
all.
any of that because it's the first time I've ever noticed a guest on Joe Rogan's T-shirt.
Yeah.
It's the first time. Never in my life have I watched Joe Rogan, which I've watched 400 episodes,
Yeah.
gone, I wonder where he got that T-shirt.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen.
I did. I googled it.
No, I
Nothing.
looked in the comments to see if anybody said anything. But
No,
nothing.
nothing.
Zero.
I was very disappointed. I was gonna say something.
yeah. Hey, what's that shirt mean?
Yeah,
He was
TM.
He was
I
gonna
think
get
it's
the
Tom
comments
McCutcheon.
started. He was gonna get the comments started.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know if you've heard, but he's a big deal.
Yeah. Super good trainer.
Yeah. That would have been awesome.
Yeah. No, that was slick.
That's funny.
That was pretty slick.
I don't care who you are. That's funny.
So
The pictures sent to us though, of people who saw it.
yeah, no, a lot of people. A lot
Yeah,
of
first
people
thing
did.
I did was call him. Dude, what about the deal?
So how many guys do you think are going to go to the big $1 million added Reining in Paris? With the American being hanging in the balance.
I don't know. I mean, I imagine all the big guns are going. I mean,
When is that?
Even
July.
when they had them big Reinings in Spain and stuff for the first time, them real big ones, you went to them. But how many guys went from here there? I mean, you went, Sean went.
Well,
Did Craig go? I mean, was there just about
I'm
4 or
trying to
5
think,
guys
though.
that went?
did we go specifically for that, or did
No,
we go for something else and end up?
Y'all
there?
went for the WEG and that.
Yeah, we went for the WEG and the World Championships, both. I think. Where was the WEG?
It was in Spain.
Aachen? Yeah, that's right. We went to the WEG in Aachen, and then we shipped our horses from there to Mallorca. And then the second time we went to the World Championships in Italy and shipped our horses there. Yeah, so that was just the team that went. But I feel like with the American money being a thing, but here's the deal. It's just like Luca going over there this year. It's not European Reining of 20 years ago. I mean, you got to be good. You
Yes.
got to be good.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go over there thinking you're going to just show up and take their money,
Man,
that ain't happening anymore.
I've seen some of the runs that Lucas Chekowitz has had, and some of them horses are unbelievable that he's showing.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't remember the thing's name, but I think it's Piggy Move or something. Isn't that it? Exactly right. Yeah, CSG Piggy Move. I think it won the NRHA Open World Title this year. That horse is unbelievable. And I've seen a few of them. Anne, Fonk, Bernard.
Yeah. But Bernard and Ann are always a pain in the ass to get around over there.
Yeah. There's a couple young Italian guys too.
Yeah.
Nico. And
I think so.
I can't remember, but yeah. Them guys are impressive.
Oh yeah. No, I mean it's not where you just show up and be the winner. I mean, you got to be good. I mean, it's not.
Are you planning on going?
No.
Why?
Well, I'll probably go if Cade goes just to watch.
You're not going to go show?
No, I don't have anything. One, to send anything over there is a little bit cost prohibitive. We sent Carly's jumper over there. She showed for the U.S. team in the juniors, and I think it was 30 grand to send it over and back.
Like $5,000 to get there and 25 to send it back.
And it was a little more than that, but
It was half and half.
yeah.
30 grand. Wow.
But we can get, if we go with Kate, then we can visit Carly too, so it's a two for a
Oh,
Oh, of course.
sweet.
Of course we're.
My little
So
baby girl.
y'all are. So what's Mandy showing? She ain't going to a friggin' horse show, not showing something.
Yeah, right.
What you sending over there from Mama?
Yeah, no, it's just tricky. you
Yellow
know?
jersey.
Yeah, it's just tricky. It's hard to. So that's what I don't. I wonder how many guys will go over there, because you almost need to sell something over there.
Leave it there.
Yeah, with the if you buy this horse from me, I'll go show it in Paris. I mean, I think that's the thing.
I do this all the time. My nose runs. It's been cold outside. Sorry, you go. Listen, if you can't deal with this, then life's a lot tougher than it's not right, okay? Put that on a t-shirt.
Snot happens.
Yeah, snot happens. New hats. coming to a show near you.
Jesus, all you guys are sick.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know.
Jesus.
Nobody-
Cade planning on going?
Oh yeah. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, he's going
Are they opening a gate for a Reining?
Yeah, he's going to every horse show.
I don't know. Have you talked to Andrea or Sean or?
No.
And I don't want to speak out of turn, but I talked to Sean a little bit last year at the Congress, and not to put words in his mouth, but
He made it sound like he was going to try.
no, he made it sound like he was going to cut back a little bit, like not cut back trying to win the big majors, but cut back being gone all the time.
Maybe be more specific with what horse shows he's going to.
Yeah, because we're all
focus more on specific horse shows rather than go to them all.
Yeah, because we're all dealing with it right now. Like with the 3-year-olds,
they're gone forever.
Yeah, I mean we're going to be gone between now and the fraternity. We're going to be
Gunny
gone
Mathison will be at home training horses, working.
I'm gonna send mine up there.
7 a.m. to 6:15, 6:14. I got off my last horse tonight. From sun up
How many
to sundown.
did you ride?
How many did I ride today?
Yeah.
11.
It took you that long?
Yes.
Taking your
doing
time.
a
I
good
have
job.
people skills. I have managerial skills. I got off for a couple hours to show people yearlings, some 2-year-olds. Alan Chappell showed up. I went to have lunch with him. I was busy.
Oh, so you did a lot
you
of
did
kind of
lunch,
screwing
too.
around in the middle of the
A little
day.
bit. A little bit.
Plus, you know, the magic he does training horses, you can't do that fast.
No, that
Takes time.
You got to get into their minds, don't you?
Yes. Yeah. You're more of a
Kinda mold it.
psychologist than anything.
You just molding.
I don't know if the proper term is psychologist or psychiatrist or psychohorsagist or whatever, but
Yeah, I don't think it's that.
well, I just
I
thought
like
I'd
it
try.
though. I like that.
No,
Hey, that's off the cuff, baby.
that doesn't roll.
Psychohortologist?
No, yeah, see? No.
Did I say that wrong?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't even think any of that.
Sounds like you have a thing for horses or something.
Yeah.
You sick.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
$1 million Reining. We got an American to go to. I got to go to that now. Post Malone's going to be there. We'll be going to Arizona. What else? NRBC's got some new shit.
And you guys, you know, I don't know if anybody paid attention last year, and now I fell back into the 3 this year, so
Ernie brought us liquor.
I'm not unhappy about it. But did you guys notice that just about every major reining last year, winning the level 3 paid the same as being 3rd or 4th in the level 1 or level 4? Excuse me.
I did not notice that.
Winning the level 3 paid the same as being 3rd or 4th in the level 4.
I'm guessing you're bringing this up because you think there's a problem with it.
Well, it seems a little high to me. I mean,
Level 3's hard.
Yeah, it's dang
level
near the
3
same.
is hard, but it's not the level 4. I mean, it'd be like the Corn Ferry Tour paying the same as the PGA Tour.
Yeah, but that being said, Amateur Kid won the American Express Championship last week.
That's right, huh?
Amateur won
I get it.
$1.5 million that he couldn't get paid on. He
I
was
get it.
below Corn Ferry.
He couldn't get paid on? They couldn't.
But
couldn't
where
get
did he
paid.
win it?
Really?
He didn't win it in the Corn Ferry Tour.
No, he won it on the PGA.
That's my point.
Yeah.
That's my point. I mean, so
I don't know, dude. It's just so much money, and it's so expensive, and it's so difficult. I'm good with guys having a shot at it.
Yeah, I think the level 3 should pay good
And
amount.
I mean, not only is our deal, I understand where you're coming from because it kind of screws with eligibility to me. That's a whole nother rabbit hole that we don't got 12 minutes to go down that rabbit hole. That's a whole show in itself with somebody that
knows what they're
deals
talking
with the
about.
eligibility stuff.
Yeah,
You
that's a
know,
pain in the
to
ass.
talk us off the ledge because we could find 20 things wrong with that, and they're all right at the same time. But level 1 needs to pay more. Level 2 needs to pay more. Level 3 needs to pay more. I'm good with it. I mean, the fraternity was awesome. Fraternity what the level 2 guy win?
I don't think it needs to pay more now. I'm not saying it needs to pay less, but it doesn't need to pay more now. I mean,
It's good now. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's maxed out now probably. I mean, if you look at, I'll use Danny Tremblay as an example. Last year to win the Southwest Fraternity, I think it paid 15 or 16,000.
Yeah.
Danny won the level 3 and it paid the same.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He was second in the level 4 and won the level 3.
And it paid equal checks.
Pretty
like
much.
14 and 14.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or 11 and 11 or something.
Yeah, I mean, somebody's going to go look it up, and I'm going to be wrong, but I'm not going to be wrong by
Well,
much.
please, if you could find a way to make Tom McCutcheon look wrong, please do it.
Yeah,
We're
but if
always
I-
looking for examples.
If I say that I might be wrong, then I can't be wrong.
Yeah, but it's always good to have ammunition in points of argument. Even if he's okay in this time, it's always good to bring it up in future references.
But I think it's real close. And I mean, I'm not saying I don't know what's right or what's wrong. My gut tells me that the level 3 should probably not pay more than 7th or 8th place in the level 4, maybe 10th place. I don't know. Even though I drop back in the level 3, and
You're going to love those checks this year.
I'm going to love those 12th to 14th place checks in level 3. So
okay, let's play devil's advocate too, because we have a non-pro that we share that won the majority of her money in the 1 and the 2 last year, and she is only a level 4 rider. That's hard on a girl.
Of course.
I mean, she marked 213, 212, maybe a few 17s and 18s, but a majority of the money was below that.
Yeah.
Where you're not making finals in the level 4, but now she's just level 4. She was level 1. She jumped up all the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I still wish they would look at some kind of a system where you are eligible for what you win money in. So to be a 4, if you only win money in the 2 and the 3, you're still in the 2 and the 3.
Or a lesser percentage of it counts rather than the whole dollar. Make it a percentage based or something.
Because I don't necessarily know what makes you a level 4 only person if you never won a check in the level 4.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. If you win it all on the lower levels and bumps you out.
Yeah.
And now it's, you get up to level 4 and it's just based off of 1 year. Well, you can self-sabotage yourself for 1 year and be eligible for even much more money. And it's so easy to manipulate now.
Yeah.
That's why it used to be a 3-year average, which was hard on the guys that went to level 4. But at the same point in time, it kept everybody honest. Right now, everybody's not honest.
Yeah.
If you're hovering around that bubble at the maturity, you're sending your horse somewhere else and you're going to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not. Cade's not. Craig Schmersall, Andrea Fapani, all those guys, they're not. They're going there to win that.
Yeah.
But there's some people that are always kind of hovering on different levels that would just say, I'm gonna be level 2 next year. I'm gonna
Hold
take
back.
a seat.
Jump all the way from 1 to 4, but you can only fall back.
Back
One,
You'll
yeah.
only be able to jump 1 level at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they did that because a couple of people
Damn Democrats.
won too much money.
We don't talk politics on this show. What he meant to say is we have no affiliation with any Republican party. I mean, we're not completely Republican. I mean, we're not conservative. Go Trump. I meant. Gosh dang it. What? Sorry, we didn't mean any of that.
Yeah. No, I mean, you know what? It's not. I didn't really mean that. I just meant that it's the world we live in.
Yeah.
Okay, you can go from 1 to 4. Screw you.
Yeah.
But if you're a 4 guy, you can you stay away from R1.
Yeah.
You stay, because this is the majority.
Yeah.
The majority is lower levels. So if you're a 1 or a 2 guy, get that some bitch that won all that money in the 1 and 2. Get him out of here. But let's not let him back.
Yeah.
I mean,
life's not fair, and why are we trying to make it fair for everybody every time?
Yeah.
Listen, if life's not fair because some people get up earlier in the morning, work harder, do more, and spend more time and are smarter. That's why they're more successful. Refill.
we're
No,
almost.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good on the
we're good.
refill. I just like bringing up our new friend Ernie a bunch. He bought us some. I don't know if I can say Bacardi or not.
I don't know if you can either.
He bought us some rum.
Sounds like the party.
Yep. He bought a horse from Tom, but he turns out to be my friend.
Yep.
More people turn out to be your friend than Tom. So
Yeah.
That's rude.
That's why he keeps me. That's why he keeps me around so he can borrow my friends.
It's come.
Rude.
And you people are supposed to be my friends.
Yeah.
Well, at any rate, I think, we'll see. We'll see if this is a nice show. We'll see if the sound works, the lighting.
I got 2 microphones.
Yeah. We'll see how it all works out, but.
I don't know. Did you turn this one down a little? Usually I'm too loud. I'm sorry. Usually. Okay.
We'll be good.
Yeah. You're getting it now, aren't you? Yeah.
But I feel like we had a good show.
Yep.
Good to be back. We'll be more consistent now.
Yep.
Grow the show.
Grow the show. Thanks for watching.